win rebounding or be close. We can have more assists than turnovers, and we limit their offensive boards and putbacks. We can win this game tonight. Western New Mexico going from your left to your right on your radio dial, and Leston controls the tip into the hands of Enriquez. He'll come across center court as we're underway. To the right wing, a 3-2-3 zone, maybe about a 1-2-2 almost, as the Mustangs work the ball around the perimeter. Skip pass to Willie in the corner. The defense is there, double teaming him in the high post, and the pass is too high. Turnover, Western New Mexico. Here come the Falcons, bringing it up for the Falcons. Hammonds to the left wing to Washington. They'll quickly work it around the horn to the far side. They will try and penetrate and then kick it out. As there's the drive, easily past the Mustangs. Van Beekum, but a missed layup, and the Mustangs get the rebound. A little break there for Western New Mexico as Enriquez will take it from the top of the key, set up the offense. Another team that likes to push the defense out. Van Beekum, three-pointer off the back of the rim. He did not follow it, and the Falcons come out and get the rebound. Quickly up the floor. Three-pointer from the left wing is up and good, and that's Ledoux who gets the rebound, or gets the shot. Ledoux, 17 points a game in conference play. Puts them on top 3-0. Van Beekum drives, turned away, right wing to Enriquez. In the corner to Willie. Willie back to Enriquez, who puts up a three-pointer from the top of the key off the back of the rim. Out to Van Beekum on the far side. Mustangs get it. Van Beekum loses it, throws it away, and the Falcons are coming up the floor. Van Beekum with the defense, and then underneath, and a layup blocked by Willie McCray, out of bounds. Falcon basketball. The Mustangs did not see Jackson underneath, or if they did, they didn't guard him. And Ledoux able to come in and get it to him on the baseline, but a nice recovery by Willie to get the block and stop an easy layup with the Mustangs down 3-0. Ledoux drives down the right side of the lane, gets past the Mustang defenders, easy layup, and the Mustangs down 5-0. Help defense was there, but Leston Gordon just took a wrong angle as Van Beekum has it on the left wing. Dribbles to the top of the key. In the corner to Enriquez. Three-pointer on the way. No good. It's tipped around, and the Falcons have it. Quick outlet pass up the floor to Ledoux. He'll pull back, take a 15-footer. It's good on the fall-away, and Western New Mexico wants a timeout, trailing 7-0. And that's not what Coach Enriquez wanted to see early in the game from his starters. They are playing tentative and a lot of energy from the Falcons. Announced them then. Back to action, 17:50 to go in the first half. Mustangs down 7-0. As the Falcons off to a hot shooting start, a couple of open layups. Enriquez, top of the key, facing the zone. And the Falcons will probably stay in that zone because the Mustangs won't bring them out of it right now. And Willie loses the ball. It's a back court and a mental error by Western New Mexico. Willie started to move without that ball, and it just dropped it, went off his foot into the back court, so a turnover by Western New Mexico. Into the game for the Falcons. And Joko Ibi, along with Isaac Hernandez. Falcons work the ball against Mustang man-to-man defense over the top as they drive inside. Leston goes up for the block, can't get it, and Hammonds comes down with a layup. Little floater off the backboard, and three substitutes coming in for the Mustangs momentarily, down 9-0. Willie, top of the key, kicks it out to Van Beekum, left wing. He steps inside, back to McCray, who takes a long two-pointer off the back of the rim. It's tipped around. John Reese can't control it. It comes down in the hands of Hernandez. He'll push it out. Back now on the right wing. Falcons will work against man-to-man defense. Over on the left side to Ledoux. He'll drive, gets by the Mustangs. Shot is up, bounces around, no good. Rebound Van Beekum. Very athletic team, and that did concern Coach. Willie back to Van Beekum, top of the key, in the high post to John Reese. Underneath to Leston, right into the hands of a Falcon defender, and here they come up the floor. Ledoux with an easy layup. The Mustangs down 11-0, and Coach Enriquez might have to call another timeout to get his substitutes in. He's got 5 players ready to come in because the Mustang starters cannot do anything defensively. They are lethargic. Skip pass over to Van Beekum, far side, back to Willie. in the high post to John Reese. John Reese, one dribble back to Enriquez, over to John Reese. 15-footer from the right side, off the rim, no good. Willie crashes the boards, goes out of bounds, off of the Mustangs, and we've got all kinds of substitutions. Amari and Cash, Tony Avalos. Tim's coming in, Davis Wade. Alejandro, Alex Gonzalez is going to come in. Timothy Muniz for Western New Mexico. Maurice Walton in for the Falcons. We'll get you caught up as they bring the ball up the floor. Mustangs man-to-man defense right out of the back. Also into the game now is Miles Washington. Washington gets it into the low post. Back out to Hernandez. Three-pointer on the way, and it's good. And the Mustangs trail 14-0. If they can't win this game, it's going to be a tough road to hoe, so a little pressure on the Mustangs. Tony, top of the key. Davis Wade, three-pointer. Nothing but the bottom of the net, and that's how you do it. Mustang starters, take note. Just right in the flow. Tony with the defense pushes Hernandez way out beyond the arc. In the corner to Washington on the near side. Picked up by Cash, forced to run it to the top of the key to Njoku Ibi. Eby quickly in the corner on the far side. In the low post, it's thrown away. Mustangs force a turnover. Nice job by Alejandro to jump out in that passing lane. Force the turnover, and the Mustangs get it going in the right direction. We've got a timeout on the floor with the Mustangs trailing by 11. 15:09 to go. Passing lanes. Cash brings the ball in to Tony. Avalos, the freshman out of Oñate, brings it up to the left wing. Muniz, top of the key, quickly over to Davis on the left side. He drives back out to Muniz. Three-pointer on the way, off the rim. It is loose and out of bounds on the baseline. Cash tried to get it, but it went over the top, off the rim. Hernandez will take a seat for UTPB. Coming back in is Hammonds. He'll bring the ball up the floor for the Falcons with the Mustangs down 14-3. To the right wing. Back around to Washington, top of the key, over the right side. A foul underneath on Western New Mexico. Oh, my goodness. I only say that because it was Maurice Walton battling with Alejandro Gonzalez underneath, and Walton thought he got called for the foul. Well, now they say it was. Technical. Now they're going to call a technical on John Reese Woodson, who was on the bench. So UTPB will send Ledoux to the line to shoot the technical. Ledoux makes the first one as it rolls in. Ledoux on the season, 81% from the charity stripe. Makes both of them, and the Mustangs trail. Well, I think everybody in the stadium, including the Falcons, thought that foul was on them, on their player, on Walton, but it was actually on somebody else. So now for Western New Mexico, Ian Hohenstein's in, the freshman out of Veracruz, to take on the big guy, Walton, who's 6'9", 320. He might be 280. Young man that actually plays very well, was recruited by Western New Mexico. And the ball finally comes in. They get it into Washington. Quickly back to Hammonds. Top of the key. Three-pointers on the way, and it's good. Jackson nails that one, and the Mustangs down by 16. Avalos quickly up the floor. Gets inside. Drives. Kicks it back out. Top of the key to Cash. He'll drive. Spins in the lane. Puts it up from 5 feet. It's good with the left hand. Cash hit in the face. No call. Hammonds will bring it up. Comes to the left wing. In the corner. Three-pointers on the way, and it's good. Ledoux with another three-pointer. And Coach Enriquez said, man, if they get hot outside, we're in trouble, and they are. Cash from the left baseline. Drives. Draws the foul on Washington. That'll be the first team foul. And first foul on Washington. Aron's going to come in for Western New Mexico. He'll replace Muniz. Eddie Heron was one of those guys that Coach thought when he recruited him, and he still can, be one of the outside scorers for Western New Mexico. Davis Wade from the corner, three-pointer, no good. Hohenstein fights for it, can't pull it down. full court pass. Nobody gets back for Western New Mexico. But Eddie Hiron hustles back and knocks the ball away. Hammonds was way behind the Mustang defense, and the pass from Walton was a lob pass that gave Hiron a chance to hustle back and get the block. Ball comes in underneath, quickly in the low post to Walton. He goes up, no good, but fouled by the Mustangs' Tony Avalos. Gordon going to come off the bench for Western New Mexico, try and give us somebody inside to help out with him and a couple of the other big guys. Walton at the line to shoot a pair. First one is up and it's good. Walton on the season from the free throw line, 1 of 4 before that. Ian's going to take a seat as Gordon comes in. Third team foul on Western New Mexico. Free throw is up and good. Walton's going to take a seat. Coming in for the Falcons is Rivera, 6'7" sophomore out of Amarillo, Texas. Avalos brings it up the near side of the floor. And they're going to try and keep Davis Wade from getting the ball. They are playing him man-to-man, and there's a foul as Avalos drives. He'll draw the foul against the Falcons. I believe that'll be called on Jackson. And it is. Washington's going to take a seat. He'll be replaced by Njoku Ibi. Enriquez comes in to replace Avalos. Mustangs will have the ball on the baseline. Enriquez will bring it in from the far side of the floor. Wants to lob it in to Gordon and does. He's out around three-point land, so he's looking for some help. Top of the key to Cash. He drives, draws the foul before the shot. But that'll be number 3. UTPB's Hammonds called for the foul. He is first. So they're playing kind of a box and one against Davis Wade, trying to keep him from getting the ball. He's the only one that's made an outside shot. Enriquez, top of the key, picks up his dribble to Hiron. Hiron drives, gets inside, puts it up, off the backboard, floats around, no good, and we've got a slam dunk. 2 of the guys for UTPB, as soon as that shot went in the air, headed the other way, and the Falcons got the rebound, the outlet pass, and the rest is history, with Western New Mexico down by 21 with 13 minutes to go in the first half, 26-5, and coming out flat. Well, time all-state selection, so a little local flavor. Enriquez brings it up for Western New Mexico. Zone defense from the Falcons. Cash in the corner. 3-pointers on the way. It's good. Just catch and shoot. Quick pass up the floor, though, and the Mustangs have to get back defensively. They do. And knocked out of bounds by Davis on the far side of the floor. Trying to get the ball back up the floor out to the point guard was Jackson, and a lazy pass from him. He'll bring the ball in. Gets it in on the near side to Hammonds. He'll drive down, put it up from the elbow. It's no good. Way off. Rebound tipped by Gordon. Into the hands of Davis. Up to Amarian. Amarian's going to drive. Nope. He steps back, puts up the 3. No good. Rebound by the Falcons. Foul on Enriquez as he tries to stop the fast break. Well, and it's one of those things. The Falcons are going to run off of every shot. Every made shot, missed shot, it doesn't matter. And the Mustangs, instead of crashing the boards or going back defensively, they're kind of hesitating. They're getting into that no man's land type area. Alejandro in, Alex in for Western New Mexico. Washington back in for the Falcons, as is Hernandez. He'll run the point. Mustangs man-to-man defense. Left wing now to Washington. Working against Enriquez. Quick pass across the far side to Walton. Back over on the near side. 3-pointers on the way, and it's good. Rivera with a 3, and the Mustangs down 29-8. Pass over to Alejandro in the corner. Skip pass. Defense is there, but a foul going to be called on Walton as Alejandro has the advantage over Walton. as far as speed, certainly not size. Might be a 3-1, 2.5-1 disadvantage on the girth. 29-8. Enriquez, top of the key. Skip pass over to Alex, back to Enriquez, over to Hiron. Three-pointers on the way. It's good. Eddie Hiron just right in step. I mean, in motion, in rhythm. He got the shot up and nailed it. Hernandez, right wing, as UTPB gets it back out top of the key to Rivera. Mustangs stay in man-to-man defense. Ball works over to Walton on the right side. Top of the key, Washington gets to the free throw line, puts it up. It rolls around and in. They are not missing, and the Mustangs trail by 20. Enriquez, top of the key, pulls it back out, finds Cash out to Hiron. Three-pointer, it's good from the right side corner, and the Mustangs trying to match them for 3 for 2. It's still a lot of time, so that might work. Hernandez, top of the key, over the near side to Washington, trying to get in the low post to Rivera. They don't. Up top of the key to Walton. He puts it up from three-point land. No good. Rebound Gordon. Up to Enriquez to bring it up. Comes across center court to the right wing. Wants to get it underneath. Does to Gordon. Leston spins. Draws the double team out to Amarian. Three-pointer. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And here come the Mustangs. 31-17 your score on a 6-0 run for Western New Mexico. Rivera, top of the key. Mustangs stay man-to-man. Left wing to Washington, picked up by Enriquez. Now they're slowing their pace down with a lot of bigger guys on the floor. Walton, right wing. They'll let him stay out there. One dribble, hands it off to Jackson. He puts up a three-pointer, in and out, no good. Rebound by Cash. He'll push it up the middle of the floor, back to Enriquez on the right side. Enriquez slows it down, over to Hiron on the left wing, back to Enriquez, over to Cash. Cash fakes the three, drives, and boy, they didn't call a foul. He loses it. Here comes Washington, who drives, charging! Jordan Enriquez hung in there knowing that Washington was going to go up and try and get the dunk, and he draws the charge. So the Mustangs come up with a defensive play. That's with a couple. Amarian Cash with a couple. Now if we can get Leston Gordon going inside, that'll bring that zone down inside and give the Mustangs a little bit better outside shot. Enriquez, top of the key. Left wing to Hiron, almost tried to get it in the corner, I thought. Now he does. In the low post to Gordon. Back out to Alex on the left wing, top of the key. Quickly back to Alex. In the low post to Gordon. Gordon spins, puts it up from 5 feet. Right-handed hook. Nothing but net. And the Mustangs within 12 on a 8-0 run now. Back top of the key to Walton. Walton working against man-to-man defense over the left side to Rivera, picked up by Rodriguez. Back to Walton. He puts it up from outside the free throw line. It's going to bounce around. Are you kidding me? Off the back of the rim, went up above the top of the backboard and fell through. And that stops the Mustangs' 8-0 run. 33-19. There's Amarian open underneath. He gets it off to Leston. Leston loses it. Ball's loose. Leston picks it up. Finds Amarian on the baseline. Back to Enriquez. He steps to the left. Drives. Needs some help. Over to Alex in the low post to Leston. He goes up with a reverse layup, and it's good. 12-point lead for UTPB. Quick three-pointer on the way. Air ball into the hands of Cash. He pushes it up the floor. Comes to the top of the key. Over to Enriquez. He puts up an NBA three. Misses it. Ill-timed shot, but there's the drive. And Marion had it. Knocked away by Hernandez. Hernandez drives. Oh, my gosh, they call a foul. Enriquez. Wow. Not going to buy that one, but it counts. 33-21. Amarian Cash got that long rebound, was driving, and Hernandez came in and just, reached in, perfect timing, got the ball knocked away. And now Hernandez at the line to shoot two. First one is good. Willie McCray and Hohenstein going to come in for the Mustangs to replace Cash and Gordon. Rivera will take a seat as Jackson comes back in for UTPB. Hernandez at the line. On the season, 82% as he hits both of them and extends that lead back to 14. Mustangs got to get it down around 9 or 10 by the break with the momentum. Willie, top of the key, drives, kicks it out. Alejandro, three-pointer, no good, and Hohenstein tips it, but it comes down in the hands of the orange and black. Jackson back out top of the key to Hammonds. He'll drive, has it knocked away. Alex has it. He comes up the near side of the floor. He doesn't have the numbers. Back to Willie. Willie tries to drive, spins back out top of the key. Over to Enriquez, who does drive, kicks it out to the right wing. Back to Hohenstein. He's triple teamed. Out to Willie, top of the key. Over to Heron. Heron drives, puts it up, and one! Aggressive play by Eddie Heron. He'll have an opportunity for an old-fashioned three-point play. We've got some aggressive offensive play out of him already, and we've got a timeout on the floor with 7:47 to go in the half. 3% from downtown. Heron will be at the line for the Mustangs to try and complete the old-fashioned three-point opportunity. And he does. Van Beekam's going to come in to replace Alejandro. Hernandez brings it up for the Falcons. Mustangs man-to-man defense. Willie picks him up at timeline. Over the left wing now. And quickly around the horn to Rivera on the far side. He tries to get it underneath. Willie almost gets the steal. And there is the drive underneath. And we've got a charge. Wow. Jacob Ledoux went in for the layup. He wasn't called for the charge till we had the rebound. He missed it. That's a bad call. I think he did charge, but I'm not sure what the official was waiting for. But the Mustangs trail by 11 with the ball. Willie cross court to Enriquez. In the corner to Heron. Back to Enriquez, top of the key. Cross court to Van Beekam. Defense recovers. They're still running that zone. Willie, top of the key, puts up the three-pointer. Off the front of the rim, off the backboard, and in! And the Mustangs have cut it to 8 with 7 minutes to go. Hernandez, top of the key. John Reese Woodson in the game, by the way, for the Mustangs. Mustangs man-to-man defense. Hernandez over the right side. Now the tempo has slowed for UTPB as they get it back top of the key to Njuko Ibe. Mustangs almost get the steal again, but the Falcons with the ball, top of the key. Three-pointer in and out, no good. Long rebound over the top. Tipped out by Rivera. Hernandez has it. Hernandez on the left wing. Willie brings the defense out. Top of the key. John Reese with the defense as they work it around the perimeter. Eddie almost gets the rebound or the steal. They drive, kick back out, drive again. Layup, no good. Offensive putback, no good. Rebound, John Reese. So the Mustangs catch a break on a missed chip shot. Left wing to Van Beekam. Back to Enriquez. Quickly to Willie. Wide open for the three-pointer, no good. And is tipped around. Mustangs can't come up with a loose ball. Falcons have it. Ledoux will bring it up the far side of the floor. He drives, going to draw the foul on Van Beekam. Ledoux and the rest of that team very athletic, but that's going to be the 6th team foul on the Mustangs. Heron will take a seat. Leston Gordon comes in for the Mustangs. Ledoux will now take a seat. Coming back into the game is Hammonds for Permian Basin. 5:59 to go. That foul on the Mustangs. Van Beekam his first. And there's the pass underneath. It is out of bounds as nice defense by Jordan Enriquez. They got the ball into the hands of Hammonds, cutting down the backside of the lane. But Enriquez forced him to catch that ball underneath, and he just dropped it out of bounds rather than come down and be called for the travel. Enriquez, top of the key, back over to Van Beekam, way out on the right side. Enriquez drives into the lane, tries to get it to John Reese, passes behind him, turnover Mustangs. Hernandez up the far side of the floor into the corner, skip pass out to Rivera, top of the key, three-pointer is good, and the Mustangs trail 38-27, 5:30 to go in the first half. Down by 9 or 11. High post to John Reese. In the low post to Leston. He turns, puts it up from 5 feet. A nice soft jumper is good. 9-point deficit for the Mustangs. Down by as many as 20. They're fighting back. Left wing into the hands of Hammonds. Picked up by Enriquez. Underneath, Leston Gordon steps in front. Steals it. Out to Enriquez. Enriquez drives. puts it up. It's blocked out of bounds by Rivera. Lots of contact. That's one thing Jordan has to do better. He's great at drawing the contact, but then he doesn't try and finish. He just kind of throws it up thinking he's going to get the foul called, and he doesn't. Hernandez takes a seat, and Ledoux comes back in for the Falcons. Mustangs have the ball under the baseline. Into the high post, and John Reese was not ready for it. Stolen by the Falcons. Quickly up the floor, and the layup is good. Assist by Hammonds, layup by Ledoux. Ball quickly up. Willie drives, draws the foul. He'll go to the line for two. Mustangs trail by 11 with Willie McRae going to the line. Willie on the season, 64% from the charity stripe, 47 of 23. That foul on Rivera, no, they're going to call it on Walton, his second. But Willie, under pressure, 90% free throw shooter. We've talked about that over his career. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Walton will take a seat. He's going to be replaced by Amanze and Joko Ibi. 8 team fouls on the Falcons, 6 on the Mustangs. Both teams in the bonus with 4:45 to go. Willie's free throw is up and nothing but the bottom of the net. Once again, Mustangs trail by 9. Let's get this down to a 2-point deficit or a lead. Why don't we? Left wing as they work the ball around the perimeter to the far side to Rivera, picked up by John Reese. Man-to-man defense from the Mustangs. He has nothing to do with it. Gets back top of the key over the left wing. There's the fake of the three. Drive inside. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Gordon, rebound. Quick outlet pass to Van Beekum on the far side. Falcons are back defensively. Enriquez, top of the key, sets up the offense. Working against that wide zone. Enriquez tries to drive, turned away, back to Willie on the right wing. Willie drives, goes into the lane, puts it up. It is no good. No call. Rebound to the Falcons. EB gets it out to Hammonds. Hammonds drives, kicks it out. Rivera three-pointer, no good. Van Beekum. He's got John Reese up the floor. Slam dunk, baby! And the Mustangs now cut that lead to 7. Falcons slow it down, come up the far side of the floor. The crowd is now starting to get into it. Over the near side to Rivera, picked up by Woodson. Woodson with the defense. Cross-court pass into the hands of Eby. Quickly on the right side to Hammonds. Willie's got the defense there. They are not moving without the ball. Now Ledoux tries to drive, double team, kicks it out. Three-pointer, air ball into the hands of Enriquez. Here come the Mustangs. He's got a 1-on-4. He'll pull it back out to John Reese. John Reese drives. They call it for a travel. Close. 3:13 to go. We've got a timeout with the Mustangs within 7, making a comeback here in the first half this week. Falcons will have the ball with a 7-point lead. Hernandez back in the game. Gets the ball to Ledoux. He'll be picked up across the timeline by Van Beekum, far side of the floor. He'll drive. Tries to clear some room, not there. Quickly around the horn to Hernandez, picked up by McRae. Hernandez drives to the baseline, has it knocked away, out of bounds, off the Mustangs. We were hoping for the call, but it wasn't there. Cash and Wade come in for the Mustangs. Enriquez and Van Beekum take a seat. So a spark coming off the bench earlier. Let's see if they can give it to us this time. Hernandez brings it in, gets it in on the near side to Jackson. Jackson, one dribble, picks it up, top of the key to Ledoux. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Man-to-man defense. Ledoux gets a screen. Drives, turned away by the defense. Kicks it out. Three-pointer up the front of the rim. Rebound Woodson out to Davis on the far side. He'll drive to the corner, pull it back out to Willie. Willie, top of the key, tries to drive, gets inside, puts up the 5-footer. It's around. No good. Rebound tipped by the Mustangs. No good. And a long outlet pass for a slam dunk by Jackson. John Reese almost had that tip back, but just couldn't control it, and the Mustangs trailed by 9. 2:18 to go in the half. Davis to the left wing, cross court to Cash in the high post to Woodson. Woodson, one dribble in the low post, bad pass right into the hands of the defense. Quickly out to Ledoux. He'll drive, tries to get past Woodson, clears some room, misses the shot. There's the board, crashing on the weak side. Willie McRae not boxing out. And they get the putback. UTPB has a timeout on the floor, up by 11. When we were down by 20, look, that'd be all right. I mean, we'd have an opportunity to come back. Let's get it closer with 1:56 to go. Willie's going to bring the ball up, crosses center court. Zone defense into the high post, back to Willie. Three-pointer from Woodson. Air ball out of bounds. Lots of contact as Hernandez came in underneath him, and no call from the officials. Willie's going to take a seat, and Tony will come in for the Mustangs. Not a bad shot selection from Tony, but look, Hernandez came in under him, didn't give him a place to land. Could have called that foul, but didn't. So now the Falcons will look to add to their 11-point lead. Right wing to Hernandez, picked up by Avalos. One dribble, top of the key now to the big guy, throws it underneath in the low post, now gets it back on the cut, drives, has a block by Leston. He picks up the loose ball, misses it, and a tip back on the offensive board because no white jerseys besides Leston were in there. Tony into the paint, back out to Davis, three-pointer on the way, and one, baby! Davis, Wade, stayed in there with Hernandez coming in underneath, made the shot. He'll have a chance to bring that deficit back to 9, 46-36 your score. Hernandez called for his first. Ledoux will come in to replace Hernandez. 1:15 to go in the half. Free throw is on its way. Nothing but the bottom of the net, and the Mustangs cut that back to 9. As close as they've been since trailing 9-0. They've been at 9 a couple of times. Quickly around the horn to Ledoux. Picked up by Cash. Top of the key into the hands of Jackson. Picked up by Tony. He gets a screen to the right. Tony fights through it, forces him to pick up the dribble. Ledoux, top of the key, steps to the right, puts in a long two-pointer. It's good. 50 seconds to go. Tony brings it all the way up. Top of the key, left wing in the corner to Cash. Cash fakes, drives, puts it up, and no call. Misses the shot. Rebound by the Falcons over to Ledoux on the right wing. Back top of the key, Rivera wide open. Three-pointer off the back of the rim, no good. Cash has it knocked away. Back into the hands of the Falcons. Two-pointer from the free throw line, no good. 25 seconds to go in the half. With the Mustangs down by 11, Tony will slow it up, and the Mustangs will go for the last shot with the shot clock off. 15 seconds, Tony out around half court. Now he'll start up the offense at 11 seconds. He drives, gets inside the lane, finds Leston, gets it out to Davis, into John Reese. John drives, puts it up, has a block. Wow. That was street ball right there and didn't look good. So the Mustangs will go into the break trailing 48-37. Down by 11, trailed by 20. From your left to your right on your radio dial or video screen. 48-37 your score in favor of the visiting team. So same starting five on the floor for both teams. Hammonds, top of the key. Mustangs man-to-man defense. Backdoor cut not there. Rivera hands it off to Hammonds. Gets it back, kicks it inside to Washington. Foul, Leston Gordon. As Washington went up for the dunk, and Gordon prevented that. And really, that's a good foul. No easy dunks to really give that team the momentum, the excitement, and they'll send Washington to the line for a couple. First free throw is up and good. Washington's first free throws from the charity stripe tonight on the season. A 60% free throw shooter, so kind of expect he'll miss this one. But of course he doesn't, and the Mustangs trail 50-37. Enriquez brings it up the middle of the floor for the Mustangs. That's zone for the Falcons. They'll stay in it. Quick pass to Van Beekem on the left wing. And a foul going to be called on Hammonds as he invades the space of Van Beekem. Van Beekem will bring it in from the baseline near side of the bucket. Gets it into Willie on the left wing. Willie into the low post to Woodson. Woodson spins, goes inside, draws the foul. I believe they'll call that on Rivera, and they do not. They call it on Washington. Well, Miles Washington called for the foul, and I'm not sure he did anything but stand there. And if he had body contact, it was because Rivera pushed Woodson into him. John Reese at the line for the Mustangs nails the first one. Well, John Reese on the season from the free throw line, somewhere around 57%. But he nails them both, and the Mustangs back within 11, 50-39. Washington picked up his third foul, team second, so into the game for the Falcons, Maurice Walton. Mustangs will put a little four-court pressure on the Falcons. Just kind of make them slow up the tempo. It's not going to be high pressure. Rivera gets the pass across the timeline to the left wing. Back on top of the key to Jackson. Rivera over to the left from Walton. And there's the drive inside. Wild shot put up and made. Ledoux, lots of body contact, falling down and got the shot to go. John Reese drives the baseline, loses the ball. Ledoux picks it up. Quick outlet pass on the far side. Drive inside, layup is no good. Rebound tipped by Leston. Willie out to CJ. CJ over the right side. Enriquez wide open. Three-pointer, it's good. So the Mustangs within 10, 52-42, just underway here in the second half. Again, some token pressure to slow down the tempo of UTPB. They do not play as well in a slower tempo. Hammonds quickly gets by John Reese, goes underneath, and there's a block by Willie. He's called for the foul. Willie coming in behind Walton. Got the ball, but must have gotten him with the body because that was all ball. But again, you got a shorter guy going up against a big guy who's like 6'9", 280. Free throw is up and good. Hernandez is going to come in to replace Hammonds for UTPB. That foul called on Willie, his first, team second. 18:27 to go in the second half. Free throw is up and good. So Walton, a pretty good free throw shooter tonight, not on the season. Willie, top of the key, drives, gets inside, puts it up. Walton blocks it. Outlet pass all the way up the floor, slam dunk. Again, they are throwing two guys the other way as soon as the shot goes up. And Jackson got behind the Mustang defender, and we're slow on getting to him. Enriquez in the high post to Woodson. Woodson spins, kicks it back out to Willie. Top of the key, over to Enriquez on the left wing. In the corner to Van Beekum. Defense pushing the Mustangs way beyond the arc. In the high post to Woodson, back to Enriquez. 10 seconds on the shot clock. He drives down the left side, gets the ball up and knocked out of bounds. And again, Jordan focusing on getting hit, just dropped that ball. He's got to continue the play. Good things happen. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Woodson drives down the right side of the lane, puts it up high off the backboard, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Leston Gordon with a hand on the ball last. Went in behind the defender and tried to pull it away, just couldn't control it. Jackson, full court pass up to Rivera, beats the Mustang press. Ledoux drives, double team, spins out, top of the key, over the right side. Gets it back, and there is a violation on the lane, or the baseline. Ledoux went out of bounds before he caught that pass. Can't come back in. Mustangs trail 56-42 here early in the second half. Willie to the right wing, across the top of the key to Van Beekum. One dribble to Reese in the high post. John Reese in the low post. And the miss and the slam dunk was Leston Gordon. He got bumped from behind as he went up one-handed and lost control of the ball. Ledoux brings the rebound up on the near side. Willie with the defense stops him way out at half court. Now he drives, gets inside, has it knocked away by Van Beekum. CJ comes up with a loose ball. He drives, goes in, puts it up, draws the foul. He'll go to the line for two. Van Beekum, first trip to the charity stripe tonight on the season. 46%. Misses that one. 75%, sorry. Couple of substitutions for the Falcons. Hammonds is back in. CJ will try and cut this lead back to 13. Free throw on its way, and it's good. 16:47 to go in the game. The Mustangs trailed by 11 at the break, trailed by 13 right now. Hammonds top of the key on the near side to Njuko Ibe, right side to Rivera. He gets a screen, drives. Oh, he went up in the air and came down with the ball. They didn't call it. He got it off to Hernandez, back to Hammonds, top of the key. Hammonds gets a screen, spins in, kicks it out. Three-pointer air ball into the hands of Van Beekum. Van Beekum had McCray up the floor, couldn't get the ball to him, so the Mustangs pull it out. McCray in the corner, fakes the three, drives, nothing there. Back to Van Beekum on the left wing. He slows down, over to Enriquez. Enriquez drives, kicks it back out to Van Beekum, who drives, puts it up. Air ball on the floater, right into the hands of Leston, who lays it in. That's an assist, not an air ball. Quick three-pointer on the way and good. Now Jackson comes up the floor to the right wing. John Reese let him have the shot. He nailed it. Willie to the right side. Double teamed in the corner to Enriquez. He puts up a three-pointer. It's good. So the Mustangs answer, come back to within 11. They'll drop out of that full court pressure. Hammonds up the far side of the floor. Here come a couple substitutions for the Mustangs. Hammonds drives, draws the foul before the shot. Hiron and Davis going to come in for the Mustangs as we've got a timeout on the floor with 15:22 to go in the game. The deficit the same as the break. 11 points at 59-48. Tonight for more with Coach Tristan. 59-48 your score. Mustangs trail. Falcons Hernandez to bring it in from the baseline under their bucket. Quickly top of the key to Ledoux. Picked up by Hiron, who you heard Coach Tafoya said slowed down Ledoux. He'll come out to half court. Gets a screen to the left. Hiron fights through it. Forces him way to the right. He has to give up the ball. Drive inside. Knocked away by Hiron. Out of bounds. 7 seconds on the shot clock as Hiron came off of Ledoux to get the ball knocked away from Hammonds. So from the baseline, near side of the bucket. Hammonds to throw it in. Gets it in the low post, gets it back, puts up a three-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebound Gordon. Hands it off to Enriquez. Enriquez wants Willie to bring it up and set up the offense. Back to Enriquez, puts up a three-pointer. It is good. Jordan Enriquez right in rhythm, put the shot up, and the Mustangs are within 8, 59-51. Hammonds, right wing, picked up by Davis. Drives, has it knocked away, ball's loose. He picks it back up, kicks it out. Hernandez, three-pointer, in and out, no good. Offensive rebound, put back is good. Leston Gordon, the only one in there fighting. Everybody else standing around looking. Willie McCray and Davis Wade, I'm calling you out. I did as much effort on that rebound as you guys did. You were a lot closer. Davis to the left wing. He'll make up for it as he nails the three. The Mustangs within 7 now. Quick pass up to Ledoux on the far side. Hiron picks him up, slows him down. Top of the key to Rivera. Wants to lob inside, not there. Back to Ledoux. He gets a screen. Eddie fights through it, knocked down. Ledoux drives inside, puts it up, it's good. Pump fake on Leston. Leston didn't go for it, and he just fell away. Nice little floater, and the Mustangs down by 9. Willie drives into the lane, kicks it out. Davis to the left wing. Tries to drive, not there. Back to Eddie, top of the key, over to Enriquez. Willie in the far corner. He looks around, nobody moving. Now back to Enriquez, top of the key, three-pointer way off. NBA three bounces off the right side of the backboard. And the Mustangs turn it over. Rebound by Ledoux, top of the key. Rivera takes the three, misses it. Rebound by Gordon. Outlet pass to Davis up the near side. Davis will bring it to the left wing. He puts up a three-pointer, misses it. One guy underneath, and Enriquez can't battle 4 orange jerseys. Ledoux brings it up. Picked up by Willie, drives down the left side, puts it up and one. Leston Gordon called for the foul, And Ledoux will go to the line for an old-fashioned three-point opportunity. Might be time for Coach Enriquez to bring in some fresh feet. You can see the Mustangs a little slow rotating on defense. That foul going to be called on Leston, his third, team fourth. Walton back into the game for the Falcons. Free throw is up and rattles home. John Reese will come in to replace Leston. 12-point deficit for the Mustangs, 13:08 to go in the game. Enriquez up the floor, picks up the pace as he comes across the timeline. Hernandez, top of the key. John Reese in the low post on the near side, then backs way out, finds Davis out around the top of the key. Underneath and thrown away by Davis. Quick pass up to Hernandez. Hernandez, easy layup. 54-68 your score. Willie up the middle of the floor. Comes to the top of the key. Left side to Davis. In the corner to Herron on the near side. Drives, loses the ball, goes to the floor, needs some help. Finds Willie underneath to Enriquez. Enriquez has a block. Quick outlet pass, and Ledoux is going to get an easy slam dunk. The Mustangs cannot figure that out. Willie McCray trailing the play. Here comes Amari and Cash. Willie, top of the key, fakes a three, drives, draws the foul on Hernandez. Two guys for the Falcons. How many times have I said that? Two guys. And yet the Mustang starters cannot figure that out. Willie to the sideline as Amarian comes in. Enriquez under the bucket on the near side. Throws it over the top to Reese. John Reese over to Cash on the right wing. He'll dribble across the top, looking for some help into the high post. John Reese drives, puts it up, has a block, draws the foul. Walton going to be called for the infraction. Tell you what, the big guy, awful athletic. John Reese to the line for Western New Mexico. To shoot two. This one rattles home. It's good. 70-55. Mustangs trail with 12 minutes to go. Can they make the run that they made in the first half and this time take the lead? Off the front of the rim. No good. Eddie Herron crashes the boards and gets the foul. Did not get the layup to go, but he'll go to the line for two. So when you're down like that, these are the things you got to do. Crash the boards. Even if you want to win, you got to crash the boards. But stop the clock, go to the free throw line, and make your darn free throws. The Mustangs in that first half did just that. 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. Free throw is up, and nothing but net for the Mustangs. Ledoux will come back in with Rivera and Njoko Ibi. Herron with the second free throw shot, waiting on the ball from the official. The official admonishing all the players for something. Second free throw on the way. It's as good as the first, and the Mustangs trail by 13. They were down by 7 just a minute ago. Hernandez up the near side of the floor. High post to Rivera, quickly around the horn, far side, into the hands of Jackson. Top of the key to Rivera. Mustangs in man-to-man defense. Ledoux on the right side, turned away by Herron. Needs some help, and he goes for the steal. He got it. Timeout as Enriquez grabs the loose ball. Nice job by Herron to get that steal. Timeout on the floor, Western New Mexico with 11:39. I don't want to see Tony come in and maybe Ian, Alejandro. Davis Wade going to bring it in from the sideline for Western New Mexico. Enriquez will bring it up. He's got Cash underneath. Doesn't see him, waving him away now. Cash was wide open. Now Davis sees him, turn around jumper from 5 feet. No good, off the back of the rim. Rebound to the Falcons. Hernandez, top of the key to Rivera. Right side to Jackson. Jackson drives against Amarian. Amarian turns him away, puts up a long two-pointer. It's good. Defense was there. Not much you're going to do about that. Trail by 15 now. Enriquez, top of the key, gets a screen. Over to Davis on the left side. He spins, goes inside, puts up a long two-pointer. He answers for the Mustangs. Hernandez quickly up the floor to the near side. Waves Jackson inside, goes up, and easy layup on the give. Underneath, with the help defense rotating over, EB comes in from behind, and nobody rotating down. Enriquez over to Davis on the left wing. In the low post to John Reese. John Reese goes in, puts it up, no good. Amarian tips the rebound. It's loose. Hernandez picks it up. Up the floor to Ledoux. They've got a 3-on-2. He drives, puts it up. Eddie Herron with the defense. It rolls around and in. Mustangs now trail by 17 as we approach the midway point. Cross-court pass from Davis to Enriquez. Enriquez gets a screen back to Davis. Three-pointer from the left wing, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound and outlet pass to Jackson. Jackson goes up against Enriquez. Charge is called, no bucket. Jackson doesn't like the call. I think that was a good one. Timeout on the floor. 9. Can they give us a spark and ignite the win for Western New Mexico? Tony lets the ball roll up the floor. Hernandez will come out. He picks it up at half court. Tony, top of the key. Yeah, in the far corner to John Reese. Skip pass to Davis Wade. Three-pointer. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And the Mustangs with a three-pointer. Nice ball movement. Jackson up the near side, picked up by Cash. Top of the key to Rivera. Defense is pushing him out. Backdoor cut to Ledoux. Loses it, goes up. He traveled. He did not get the bucket. The whistle was blown before the shot. They will give him the bucket. Oh my. He not only traveled, he got hit, and the whistle was blown before the shot. So if he got the foul, that caused the travel. That's where the contact came. But they give him the bucket. After the whistle was blown, he put the shot up. This is not the NBA. He nails the three-pointer. Or three-point opportunity as he makes the free throw. Washington's in to replace Rivera. 62-79. Mustangs trail. Herron, right wing. Man-to-man defense now. Or zone defense. Tony drives. Tries to get the ball to John Reese. John Reese stopped the cut. Turnover Mustangs. Ball's knocked away. Davis Wade has it. Davis up the far side. Drives into the lane. Finds Amarian Cash. Goes up. Has a shot blocked. Ledoux with the rebound. Brings it the other way. Comes up to the right side. Davis with the defense. Pulls him back out. Davis goes for the steal. Knocks it away. Gets called for the foul. That'll be number 6 on the Mustangs, number 1 on Davis. Ledoux brings it in, gets it to Hernandez at half court. Hernandez dribbles to the left wing, picked up by Tony. Top of the key to Washington. He'll drive down the right side, picks it up, hands it off to Ledoux. Herron turns him away. He backs out, tries it again, takes a long three-pointer, misses it. Rebound by John Reese. Out to Tony, up the far side of the floor for the Mustangs. Tony to the right wing, cross court to Davis, thinks about the three, drives, goes inside, finds John Reese. Drives down the left side of the lane, draws the foul, shot no good. He'll go to the line for 2. 79-62, 8:32 to go. The Mustangs got to make their free throws. They have got to get the points off of defensive stops if they're going to have a chance to win. John Reese, nothing but net. Made his last 3 now. Hammonds will come in. Hernandez will take a seat. That foul called on Hernandez, his 4th. Free throw is up. It goes in as it bounces around. Jackson up the near side of the floor. Davis picks him up at half court. Over the left side now to Njuko Ibi. Back through Washington, top of the key. Cash with the defense. Mustangs man-to-man. Eddie almost gets the steal. Ledoux drives. Easy layup. Tony gets the ball. He's going to drive all the way inside. Puts it up from just inside the free throw line, and he answers. Pushing the issue and caught the Falcons off guard. 8 minutes to go. Mustangs trail by 15. Foul on Tony Avalos. Tony just stepped a little bit in front of Hammonds, and that last little move is what got him called for the foul. We've got a timeout on the floor with 7:56 to go. That'll be shoot the front end of a 1-on-1. Hammonds, pretty good free throw shooter, about 72%, makes the first one. We'll get the bonus. Second free throw is on the way. This one is going to bounce in and out, no good. Rebound to Woodson. Tony's going to bring it up the middle of the floor, pushes it quickly up to Herone, who drives, goes up, off the front of the rim, gets the rebound, tips it out to Cash, who chases it down on the far side of the floor. In the high post to John Reese, it's tipped away. Cash chases down the loose ball. Back to Davis. Cash on the right wing. It's stolen. Ball's loose. It's going to be held, and it'll stay in the Mustang side of the court as John Reese and Rivera both hit the floor for the loose ball. Both teams hustling to get either the steal or the loose ball. Walton's going to come in. He'll replace Njoku Ibi. Go mop up the floor, get some of the moisture off of it. The Mustangs will have the ball with 7:32 to go, trailing 82-66. They got to make that run now on both sides of the floor. High pressure offense, high pressure defense. Avalos to bring it in from the baseline, near side of the floor. He'll want to lob it inside to John Reese, gets it to him at the free throw line. He puts up the shot off the front of the rim, rebound by Herone. Herone over to Avalos. Avalos drives the baseline, comes all the way to the near side, drives back inside, draws the foul. Had the cutter in John Reese coming down the middle of the lane. Nice play, but he was fouled before that. We're going to call that on Jackson. So that'll be the front end of a 1-on-1 for Western New Mexico, and they actually give it to Rivera, his first, team 9th, so the Mustangs will be double bonus after this. Free throw by Avalos. It's good. So he'll try and make that 2 in a row. Avalos on the season for the Mustangs, 71% from the charity stripe. Nails them both, and that's what you got to do to come back. Down by 14 now. Jackson up the near side of the floor, picked up by Avalos. Avalos pushes the pressure way out beyond the arc, knocks the ball away. Jackson gets it back, shakes his head, says no way. And a three-pointer on the way, no good. Long rebound over the top of the Mustangs into the hands of Washington. He drives, puts it up, it's good. Avalos quickly up the floor, in the corner. Cash, three-pointer, off the front of the rim, no good. Jackson wants to slow it down for UTPB and does. Willie and Jordan and Leston off the bench for the Mustangs. To the left wing, top of the key to Rivera. Knocked away by Eddie Herone. He's going the other way. He'll get the easy layup. Nice defensive play by the Mustangs' Eddie Herone to anticipate the pass and get the steal. Down by 14 now. Still plenty of time. It's not impossible. Jackson up the middle of the floor. Davis forces him to almost slip, and actually that's Hammonds. Hammonds to the right wing, drives, goes up, draws the foul. Wow. Eddie Herone stepped in with the help defense, tried to draw the charge, but stepped back with that left foot. So that'll send Hammonds to the line for a pair. Hammonds again, a pretty good free throw shooter. made one of his last two, misses this one. Ledoux is going to come back in for the Falcons. So Cash, Avalos, and Woodson will sit down for the Mustangs as Gordon, McCray, and Enriquez come on. So Davis and Eddie will stay on the floor for the Mustangs. 6:14 to go. Second free throw is good. 15-point deficit. Wade gets the ball back to Enriquez, who brings it up for the Mustangs. Jordan to the left wing. Back cross court and through the top of the key. Back to Davis on the right wing. Eddie gets it, drives, puts it up, and gets it to go. Had the ball knocked away as he went up. Grabbed it and got it into the bucket. And Jordan Enriquez with a foul. Tried to go for the steal. Got tied up with Hammonds and called for the foul. 5:54 to go, 13-point deficit for Western New Mexico. That foul on Jordan, his fourth. Free throw is up and good. Both teams will be in the double bonus from here on. Second free throw is up and it's as good as the first. 15-point deficit. Willie up the far side of the floor for the Mustangs. Crosses center court, cross-court pass over the near side to Davis. Davis dribbles across the top of the key, finds Willie on the right wing, back around the horn to Enriquez on the near side, in the corner to Eddie. He drives, spins inside, draws the foul. He'll have two from the charity stripe. He was looking for Leston Gordon coming in from the weak side. Got fouled, I believe, by the big guy, Walton, who's going to go take a seat. Jackson will come back in to replace him. Walton fouls out. So Herron at the line for Western New Mexico to shoot two. First one is up. Nothing but net. 14-point deficit. Herron will try and make it 13. The Mustangs will need a defensive stop as they are now down by 13. 74-87. Little pressure on the ball from Willie. Hammonds gets by him easily. Willie draws the foul. Willie got behind him and just kept the body contact going. And if you're just that shade behind him, you're not going to get that call. Not the guy we want at the line if you're a Western New Mexico fan. Hammonds has made 4 in a row, now 5 from the charity stripe. So we talked about stopping the clock and shooting free throws. Well, that's what you want if you're Western. You don't want UTPB matching you, as both of those are good. Willie up the near side of the floor, shades to the center now. Zone defense from the Falcons. He'll dribble to the far side of the floor, picks up his dribble, cross court to Enriquez. Jordan pulls it back out, couple of dribbles, cross court to Davis in the low post, back to Willie, cutting across the lane, top of the key to Davis, three-pointer's good. 12-point deficit for the Mustangs. Hammonds up the near side, picked up by Willie. Top of the key to Rivera, looking for the backdoor cut, not there. To Washington on the left wing, three-pointer, air ball. Rebound to Davis. He pushes it up the middle of the floor. He draws 3 defenders. Right side to Willie. Willie looking underneath, nothing there. Brings it back out to Enriquez. Finds Eddie on the baseline. Cross-court pass to Willie. Fakes the 3, drives. Back out to Enriquez. Over to Davis. Davis drives out to Enriquez, top of the key. Defense is there. He'll pull it back out with 10 seconds. Eddie's wide open. Three-pointer is in and out, no good. One Mustang underneath. You're not going to get that rebound. 12-point deficit, so the Falcons survive a challenge. Rivera, top of the key. Finds the cutter, Ledoux underneath. It's partially blocked by Eddie. Loose ball pulled up by Willie. He comes up the floor, drives down the left side, goes inside. He gets bailed out by Rivera. He'll go to the line for 2. If Rivera had stayed on his feet and not swatted down, he had Willie in trouble. Willie kind of hesitated and got up in the air and just was off balance. But This is where Willie shines. Crunch time at the free throw line with 4:05 to go. He'll shoot two. It rattles home. No surprise there. Ledoux takes a seat. Hernandez comes in. Rivera takes a seat. And Eby comes in for the Falcons. Mustangs trail by 11 with 4 minutes to go. They have a chance. Willie will try and make it a 10-point deficit. Free throw is up and good. That's nothing but net. Hernandez will bring the ball up. Willie's going to shade him across center court, forces him to the far sideline. Wants to keep him out of the middle of the floor, and he does. Keeping him on the far side. They can't set up the offense. Now top of the key to Washington. Far side to Hammonds. Picked up by Davis. Hammonds fakes the three, drives, gets inside, loses the ball. Jordan comes up with a loose ball, pushes it up the floor. He gets it back in the corner to Davis. Three-pointer, no good. Foul on the rebound. Leston Gordon's going to the line. Washington pushed Leston Gordon out of the way. Leston crashed the baseline from the weak side and got position. We've got a timeout on the floor with 3:34 to go in the game, and the Mustangs within 10 now, having trailed by as many as 17 here. Leston on the season, 53% from the charity stripe and off the net. Didn't even hit the rim. It was straight though. 10-point deficit. Leston's second one rattles home off the front of the rim, the back of the rim, the backboard, and in. Little full court token pressure as Hammonds brings it up. Davis forces him to the center of the floor. Right wing to Hernandez, picked up by Willie. Mustangs getting out in the passing lanes, forcing them to come way out beyond the arc. Over to the left wing. Davis all over Hammonds. He doesn't like it. Back to half court to Rivera. 10 seconds. Ball's knocked loose. Mustangs have it. Willie throws it away. The ball down to 4-second shot clock. Over on the right side. It is a The Mustangs never had it. There's 1 second on the shot clock. The official blew a whistle to say reset the shot clock. The Mustangs never had control. The Mustangs never had control. They are going to reset the shot clock. Willie was going up and tipped it behind him. Now they'll give him 26 seconds. The Mustangs never had possession. And in that case, if they reset it to 30, it should go to 29 or 21 or 20. They had 10 seconds on the shot clock down to 1. Falcons from the baseline. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Quick shot is up and over the top. Rivera goes over the top of Jordan Enriquez, pulls the ball down off of his arm, and then he's called for the foul. Is Jordan Enriquez, who may have just fouled out. Wow. 2 bad calls by the same ref. Those are horrible. Jordan Enriquez had position against Rivera. Rivera went up over the top, pulled Jordan's arm behind him, put up a wild shot. Jordan was not even facing him. And Rivera will go to the line. Free throw is up and it's good. The Mustangs now trail by 10. Official trying to explain why the Mustangs were deemed to have possession. Free throw is up, no good. Rebound Hiron. Outlet pass to Willie up the far side. They have got to play angry now. Davis with a three-pointer off the rim. Tipped by Leston Gordon goes in. And the Mustangs within 8. 2:45 to go. Now the crowd's into it. Making some noise. Hammonds, right wing, picked up by Davis. Davis keeping him 15 feet beyond the arc. Out around half court now. Making him work hard. Mustangs man-to-man defense. Hammonds drives, turned back out. Can't find it, now gets it top of the key to Hernandez. Over to Ledoux. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ledoux's going to drive. Eddie Hiron says, no, you're not. Out to Hernandez, who throws it far side. Long three-pointer, and Davis fouls him. My goodness, 2 seconds on the shot clock. That was an air ball. Davis got the foul. Mustangs bailed him out, and they send Hammond to the line who has made his last 6 free throws in a row, 81% free throw shooter. All he had to do was run beside him, not into him. Now, Hammonds did a good job of trying to draw the contact, no doubt. First free throw is good. 9-point deficit, 10-point deficit, and it'll be 11 in just a minute as that was a 3-point shot. Washington and Jackson come back in for the Falcons, who lead by 10, 92-82. Free throw is up and good. 2:18 to go. Pass over to Willie on the far side. Mustangs cannot run time off the clock. Over to Davis on the left wing. They guard him, won't let him take the three. He's trying to dribble around, trying to find somebody to move without the ball. Finally, Willie on the left wing. Mustangs using too much shot. 3-pointers on the way, it's good. Willie McRae! 8-point deficit, 2 minutes to go. Hammonds brings it up, working against Davis. Davis to the far side, forces him back around half court. He almost steps on the back court. He slips, and Davis is called for the foul. Man, that's a horrible shot. Horrible call. That's 3 bad calls. Davis did not touch him. That was a slip by Hammonds. Third foul on Davis. Free throw is good. Hammonds having a career game. Misses the free throw. Mustangs down by 9, 1:41 to go. Willie to the left wing, looking underneath. Trying to find Herone. Not there. In top of the key to Davis. Inside to Leston. Leston is fouled. Rivera called for the foul. He's looking like, hey, why did you call that? I know why he's thinking that, because the officials have been calling it the other way. It's not as bad as New Orleans and L.A., but it's close. Leston's free throw is up. Nothing but net. In a good way. Jackson takes a seat. Hernandez comes back in with the Mustangs down by 8, 1:29 to go. Leston makes the first one, not the second. Free throw pulled down by, or rebound by Washington. Washington is knocked out. Mustang basketball. Herone comes up with it. Ledoux was standing under his own basket by himself, and Washington did not throw it to him. And the Falcons want a timeout with 1:22 to go. Eddie Herone bonus. Herone, Gordon, Cash, McRae, and Davis Wade on the floor for the Mustangs. Willie gets the ball in the backcourt, comes across center court, drives into the lane, puts it up, it's good! Quick aggressive play, full court pressure by the Mustangs, they trail by 6. Hammonds creating contact, and Davis goes for it. Oh my goodness. The officials could have called the contact created by Hammond. He was moving over to his left into Davis Wade. Davis got frustrated and tried to move back 10 feet down the floor and just went for the steal and drew the foul. Free throw is up. Man, that's 10 in a row, folks. We're not going to beat that. 7-point deficit for the Mustangs. Jackson comes in. Hernandez takes a seat for the Falcons. Free throw is up. No good. Rebound to Gordon. Quick outlet pass to McRae up the far side of the floor. Zone defense. Willie's going to drive. Gets inside. Puts it up. Misses the layup. Outlet pass to Hammonds. He's going to drive. Goes up against Eddie. Draws the foul. Shot's no good. He'll go to the line for 2 with 53 seconds to go. The Mustangs trailing by 7. Free throw is up. John Reese Woodson's going to come in to replace Leston. Free throw by Hammond is no good, so he misses both. quickly up to Willie on the far side. Willie drives, has it stolen. Not paying attention to the help defense. Hammond has it. Hammond's fouled by Cash. That's going to do it, I think, folks. Willie was not looking at the help defense, and it was coming from in front of him. He was looking underneath, and really, if somebody had been moving without the ball, they would have given somebody for Willie to throw to. But they're watching and waiting to see what the ball handler is going to do as Hammond makes the first one. That will do it. 8-point deficit with 41 seconds to go, and I love to be proved wrong in this situation, but make it 97-88. Davis brings it up the near side of the floor. Puts up a three-pointer. It's good. 91-97, and a foul right away by Davis. That's going to be number 5 for him. See if we can bring Tony back in. But it puts Hammond on the line. Coach Enrique is going to take his time. He brings in Alejandro for his first action in the second half. Three-point shooter. Trailing by 6. Hammond's free throw is up and good. You cannot put that guy at the line and expect to win at least that many times. I mean, no doubt. Second free throw is no good. Rebound, Herone. He'll push it up the floor with the Mustangs down by 7, and a lazy pass almost stolen by Ledoux. Trying to get it to Amarian on the far side, but that'll send Amarian to the line for 2. Amarian 78% from the charity stripe. Freshman is going to be awful good for the Mustangs. Free throw is nothing but net. Hernandez comes in to replace Washington with the Mustangs down by 6. 31 seconds to go. Not impossible. Not impossible at all. Cash's free throw is up and just as good as the first. Gordon's going to come in for Western New Mexico. John Reese will take a seat and an offense-defense type move. Mustangs full court pressure. Ball comes into half court, get it into the hands of Hammond, and he'll go to the line for 2. I got to tell you, I would just say, don't let Hammonds get the ball. I don't care who else gets it. Put 2 guys on Hammonds. 28.7 seconds left. Mustangs down by 5. Free throw is up and good. Hammond's second free throw is in the air. This one is good as well. 100-93. Willie picks up the ball, brings it up center court, drives all the way inside, goes up, gets the layup. Matador defense. Just don't foul. Ball comes into Hernandez. They foul him quickly. 5-point deficit with 23 seconds to go. Hernandez, I don't believe he's been at the line yet tonight. No, I'm wrong. He was 2 of 2 in the first half. Hernandez on the season, 82% from the charity stripe, so another good free throw shooter. He gets that to drop, 101-95. Falcons bring everybody back into the Mustang half of the court, except for the guy shooting the free throw, of course. And he makes them both. 7-point deficit. Ball rolls up to Willie, who has to pick it up quickly. Willie drives all the way, puts up a three-pointer. It's off the back of the backboard, no good. Amarian gets the rebound, puts it up, bounces around, no good. Foul, Western New Mexico, as Silva gets the ball, or Rivera. He'll go to the line for a couple. 102.95 with 11 seconds to go. Rivera shooting a couple from the charity stripe. 81%, misses the first one. He'll get ready for the second. Free throw is up and good. Jerome gets it into Cash. Cash comes up the near side of the floor. He's going to drive all the way inside, draws the foul. You're kidding me. Oh, my goodness. They say he was not in the act of shooting. It would have been a three-point opportunity for the Mustangs, but the official blew the whistle, and Amarian was already in the act of shooting. On the other hand, you don't have to be in the act of shooting. They've got the continuation play like they used to have in the NBA. Hernandez will take a seat as Washington comes in. 103-95 your score. Hernandez fouled out. Free throw is up and good. Cash at the line to shoot his second one. Free throw is up and good. 5-6 point deficit. Mustangs full court pressure. Ball comes into the middle of the floor to Rivera. He holds on to it. Mustangs aren't going to foul. Oh my God. The Mustangs weren't even trying to foul. They were walking away and the official calls a foul. Wow. Okay. So Rivera at the line with 3.6 seconds to go. Free throw is up and good. 104-97. Second free throw is up. It's good. 105-97. Cash lets the ball roll up the floor. He'll come to the top of the key, drive, get the layup. It's good. The Mustangs drop the contest 105-99. That's going to conclude our broadcast.